This is Jana Blackwell, the Mistress of Soul, and you're tuned in to iLive Radio, the home of independent music worldwide. iLive Radio is changing the way you listen to radio.
Are you looking for that feel-good music? The kind of music that makes you want to share with your friends? Then you've been looking for iLive Radio, your number one source for music lovers worldwide, playing a variety of hits from soul, reggae, gospel, jazz, hip-hop, funk, and everything in between. Download the iLive Radio app now and listen to us when you're on the go. Available on iTunes and the Google Play Store. You can also listen live on TuneIn and Alexa. iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio.
The Soulfest Lounge returns this new year, Wednesday the 19th of January 2022, with host Julie Payne and the Soulfest Lounge UK Band at the Night Owl, 5 Station Place, Finsbury Park, London N4 6DJ. Music supplied by our resident DJ Jukes. Book your open mic slot today for the Soulfest Lounge. Send an email to soulfestloungeuk@iLiveUK.com. Follow us on Instagram, Soulfest Lounge UK. See you there.
This is Zims, and I'm inviting you to join me for choir practice every Monday, 7 to 8 p.m. on iLiveUK. Choir practice will be bringing you music from a variety of groups, choirs, and solo artists, everything from Mississippi Mass Choir to House Gospel Choir. So join me Mondays, 7 to 8 p.m. on iLiveUK. UK. Told you I was coming.
We're starting up, now we're on our way.
Hi, I'm DJ Illusion. Join me every Tuesday between 7 and 9 p.m. UK time, right here on iLive Radio with The Flashback Show, changing the way you listen to music.
Yeah, iLive Radio.
The Flashback Show, across the World Wide Web.
iLive Radio.
The days when the nights we are.
Ray Hendricks welcoming you wherever you may be to Slipping Into Darkness at 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time each and every Wednesday on iLive Radio. I guarantee a selection of superfine jazz and insightful conversations with my special guest. Keep it locked to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio.
Welcome to iLiveUK. This is Deep Sound here, telling you to tune in to the Beats and Bass Show every Tuesday, 9 to 11, showcasing the best in 140, dubstep and grime, and sometimes going across the board, featuring guest mixers, artists, and guest DJs. So tell a friend, every Tuesday, 9 to 11, Beats and Bass Show on iLiveUK, changing the way you listen to music.
You're listening to Shay Boogie DJ.
On the house that Boogie built.
Playing bangers after bangers after bangers. Hold on, did I mention he'll be playing bangers?
Each and every Friday from 9 to 11 p.m. right here on iLive UK. Changing the way you listen to music.
iLive UK want to hear from you. You can get in touch by calling us on 0208 638 8503, or you can send a WhatsApp message, text only, to 07564 265 257. You can watch us live on Twitch and Mixcloud, and whenever you miss a show, you can listen back via our podcast page at iLiveUK.com. Don't forget to download our iLive Radio Network app from the Google Store and take us on the road with you. It's iLive UK across all platforms, changing the way you listen to radio.
iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio.
You're listening to.
I'm getting it good. Real good. Take a look around where you're coming from and be grateful. Be forever grateful for all your ups and downs, all your smiles and frowns. Just be grateful. Do not be ungrateful. You could have dead, you know. You could have sick, you know.
somebody call my mother for me. Call my mother for me. Call my mother for me. My head bad. Hey, oh, Miss Rebecca, your son give you trouble on the road. Miss Juletta, your daughter head bad on the road. Miss Suzetta, your son give you trouble on the road. Miss Coletta, your daughter head bad. Call my mother for me. Call my mother for me. Call my mother for me. My head bad. Hey, somebody call my mother for me. Call my mother for me. Call my mother for me. My head bad. Hey, oi, I went for a line with some friends. I took a shot and another shot. Next thing you know, I all on the road. I'm the baddest in my crew. So here's what to do. Call my mother for me. Call my mother for me. Call my mother for me. My head bad. Hey, somebody call my mother for me. Call my mother for me. Call my mother for me. My head bad. Hey, oi, Miss Rebecca, your son give me trouble on the road. Miss Juletta, your daughter head bad on the road. Miss Suzetta, your son give me trouble on the road. Miss Coletta, your daughter head bad. Hey, call my mother for me. Call my mother for me. Call my mother for me. My head bad. Hey, somebody call my mother for me. Call my mother for me. Call my mother for me. My head bad. Hey, oi, I went for a line with some friends. I took a shot and another shot. Next thing you know, I all on the road. I'm the baddest in my crew.
When we show them how we just mash up the whole Caribbean.
Music back to back on iLive Radio.
And show them how mad, no wetty, no juggling. Tell them 473 784 and Martin. Tell them wetty. Who said I could mash up it? Trini said I could mash up it. Who said I could wreck off it? Bejan said I could wreck off it. Who country does do it well? Martinique can just do it well. Who people does do it best? 50 people does do it best. Hello. I said tell them we ain't there no shopping. This we ain't no papi show. Hello. Somebody run and tell them it's a calamity. Cause we don't making jokes. We don't making joke, no we don't making joke. Tell them when the fire start, take for yourself or you get smoke. Saltfish better than coke. I said that they say I'm not on coke. Someone like come in dance, playing ranking thing and all of them broke. So show me if you pack it up. Make y'all win and back it up. $200 bill and we go and make them bend and pick it up. So show me if you pack it up. Make y'all win and back it up. $200 bill and we go and make them bend and pick it up. Who said I go mash up it? Come on, you can mash up it. Who said I go wreck off it? Auntie can wreck off it. Who country does do it well? San Lucia does do it well. Who people does do it best? It's Grenadans we does do it best. Hello. I said tell them we ain't there no shopping. This we ain't no papi show. Hello. Somebody run and tell them it's a calamity. Cause we don't making jokes. We the fetters set them outside when they get on our side. When 473 reaching them I say no real life. And Union Canada one you know they just highlight tight. Bad job we playing and we partying every night. And we don't going home. And we don't going home. We playing Marcel morning and we don't going home. And we don't going home. And we don't going home. We playing Marcel morning and we don't going home. Who said I could mash up it? Trini said I could mash up it. Who said I could wreck off it? Bejan said I could wreck off it. Who country does do it well? Martinique can just do it well. Who people does do it best? 50 people does do it best. Hello. I said tell them we ain't there no shopping. This we ain't no papi show. Hello. Somebody run and tell them it's a calamity. Cause we don't making jokes. Tell them what it is. We don't making jokes. Tell them we don't making jokes. Tell them we don't making jokes. When they see we on the road, we don't going home. We don't going home. Big up head one side.
iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio.
Ever since I young, I always want to cook. I always in the kitchen to stop and have a look. My granny make a lunch. First time I see that food, she tell me if you want to learn, boy, look that you have to do. She say, get the lentils, get the flour, get the water, put the bomb on the fire. Let's go, get the pig, season the chicken, get the potato, put the bomb on the fire. You make it a one pot, yeah. We cook
We making a 1 pot, not a 2 pot, not a 3 pot, not a 4. Give me flour, give me lentils, and you know I come in for more. When it's a 1 pot, I cannot quit. Take out my food, put it in my plate. You know a woman, 1 pot, take your place. Boy, she say, get the lentils, get the flour, get the water, put the bomb on the fire. Let's go. Get the pig, season the chicken, get the potato, put the bomb on the fire. We making a 1 pot, yeah. We cooking a fast shot, wow. We making a 1 pot, yeah. We cooking a fast shot, wow. 1 pot food that's so nice. That food can save your life. And if you eat it once, you want to eat it twice. You have to make 1 pot. Trust me, it's a must. And if you missing ingredients, boy, run long in the shop. Andre, get the lentils, get the flour, get the water, put the bomb on the fire. Let's go. Get the pig, season the chicken, get the potato, put the bomb on the fire. We making a 1 pot, yeah. We cooking a fast shot, wow. We making a 1 pot, yeah. We cooking a fast shot, wow. We making a 1 pot, baby. We going to take your woman, eat her like it's bread and butter. We going to take your woman, eat her like chocolate Nutella. We going to take your woman, eat her like it's oh la la, oh lele. Take your woman, make her my day. You know a woman, so you will stay. Just like a tree that can lift its face. Boom. Some man not easy. The way they dress, they think they have money. I take your girl and make you look funny. All that she with you, she have to call me oh la la, oh lele. She remember when we in bed, I make all her body turn red. Just like a bread, I fill her up well. Boom. After me salami, I don't pass already. We have a problem. We going to take your woman, eat her like chocolate Nutella. We going to take your woman, eat her like it's bread and butter. We going to take your woman, eat her like chocolate Nutella. We going to take your woman, eat her like it's jiggle it, boy, jiggle it, my girl, jiggle it, my girl, just jiggle it, jiggle it, jiggle it, hey, hey, jiggle it, boy, jiggle it, my girl, just jiggle it, jiggle it. Look jiggle, look jiggle, look jiggle, we come from far we go. Look jiggle, look jiggle, look jiggle, we come from far we go. Jiggle it, hey, hey, jiggle it, boy, jiggle it, my girl, just jiggle it, jiggle it, jiggle it, hey, hey, jiggle it, boy, jiggle it, my girl, just jiggle it, jiggle it. Big up code at 1 time, oh boy, naughty, ha ha ha. Brings that crew, what's up? SSA, chale. Some man thinking that they bad because they backing like a dog. When you take their woman, see them go mad like Joel. They thinking that they is the dancing man on the Lapa West. When you take their woman, see them back just like Kaka. We going to take your woman, eat her like chocolate Nutella. We going to take your woman, eat her like it's bread and butter. We going to take your woman, eat her like chocolate Nutella.
Hi, this is Emma, Dominican Emz. I'm your host even, sorry. So I'm your host, Dominican Emz. Welcome. Thank you for joining me again for the Dominican Emz Show. I'm just going to say I've been loving doing this every single week, and yeah, thank you for joining me, guys. So I am live with you each and every Saturday between 2 and 4 p.m. here on iLiveUK. I will be joined later on by my guest MMA and UFC Don, that's mixed martial artist, Darren The Dentist, and we'll ask him why he's called Darren The Dentist, a bit about his career, and just a little bit about his personality as well, because if you've spoken to him for 5 minutes, there's a lot about this guy and he's really, really interesting. So when he gets here, we'll just go through all of that as well. If you've got any comments, questions, qualms, anything for Darren or I, you can contact us via the studio numbers, and I'll just read those out for you now. So you can call in, and you can call in for 0208 638 8503, and again that's 0208 638 8503. I haven't memorised that just yet, but yeah, that's the number. If you want to call, message, pigeon, then you just contact us via that. And you can email as well if you really want to do that with yourself. And you can do that on iLiveUK at iLiveRadio.com. And again, that's iLiveUK at iLiveRadio.com. And then you can also, if you're watching us via Mixcloud or via Twitch, then you can, if you're watching us via Mixcloud or Twitch, then you can also put your messages in the box there, and then I'll be reading them out through the show and when I get a break. So please comment, participate. I want to hear what you think, like any questions, and then, just be a part of the show, and thank you for joining us. Also, we have Padisa, which will be happening in coming months. So I did mention previously, for anybody that's been watching, the date that we think that's going to be. We will keep you up to date and informed of when that's going to be. There's also an event that's happening this week. And you've got the Soulfest Lounge UK open mic session, which is open mic session number 5. It is being held at the Night Owl Finsbury Park. Essentially, it's like when you come out of Finsbury Park Station, it's across the road. I don't know, if you can't find it from Finsbury Park Station, I don't really know how to help you. But anyway, 5 Night Owl Finsbury Park, 5 Station Place, London, N4 2DH. Literally, you come out the station and it's right there. And it's called the Night Owl. And the event is being hosted by iLiveUK, an independent hype. And it is called the Soulfest Lounge UK. And that will be on Wednesday, the 19th of January this year, obviously. And the doors will be open from 8 p.m. until midnight. And essentially, it's an open mic session. So it's called Soulfest Lounge, but it's multi-genre. So if you do soul, if you do grime, if you do soca, if that's your thing, if you're a singer, if you're a spoken word artist, we want you all to come down because it's literally for everybody. We say as well, if you wish to perform at this event, we suggest that you get there early to guarantee a time slot. And our resident DJ, DJ Dukes, DJ Dukes is from Big Business. Yeah, so I'm just nodding to my producer who's off camera, but yeah, Big Business. So, and he was there in a few other sessions, and I've been there, and it was really, really good. And there was like a really nice atmosphere with the crowd as well as the people that participated, because I can imagine how nervous you can be, performing for the first time in front of people. But yeah, it's a great night. Tickets are only £10 and they're available from Eventbrite. For more information, search Soulfest Lounge UK on our website, iLiveUK, or via any of our social media platforms. And whilst I'm here, I'm also going to shout out our sponsors, because I've got a sponsor now, guys. Like, do you know what I mean? Let me just flick my 30-inch weave. So our sponsors are Customers on Demand. They will grow you where your customer base needs to be. And in terms of your marketing needs, in terms of your advertising needs, Customers on Demand will be the place to go. If you want more information, if you can visit the iLiveUK website and also Customers on Demand, but we do have information up on the website and you can find all of the details there. And thank you again for being my sponsors. Do you know what I mean? Like, okay, just press a few buttons, don't really know what I'm doing, but thank you guys. Cool. So, like I said, we will be joined by Darren, who will be joining us a bit later on today. And like we were saying, we're streaming on Twitch and Mixcloud. If you can share the lives and with your friends, if you can share the links with your friends, and yeah, and we'll take it from there. I'm going to play a few more tracks, but before we do, let me just tell you what we played earlier. We were playing Getting It Good by Mikey Mercer. Then we had Call Your Mother For Me, which is a St. Lucian track by Edwin. Then we had a Vincy track by Wetty Beats with Hello. Then we had Dominica with Kex Mafia and One Pot. And then we had Quan, if I pronounce that correctly, sorry Quan, with Take Your Woman. And I'm going to play a few more tracks for you as well. But like I said, if you can contact us via the socials, you've got the studio number 0208 638 8503. You can email, message in the chat as well. Let us know what you think, participate. Like, I will be reading out your questions as much as I can do today. And thank you for joining me.
Shining bright, you're looking good this evening. Girl, you're easy on my eyes. to meet you. You're the feature presentation of this evening, and it's oh so nice. Oh, and I can't tell you how my heart is beating, girl, racing deep inside. And I start pouring a couple, trying my best to calm these butterflies. 'Cause girl, you are so lovely, better than the stars, better than the heavens above me. Girl, you are so lovely, better than the sun, better than the clouds. Girl, just love me. Yeah. It's amazing how you naturally attract me with your charm. You're appealing, just the way you make me smile. All the while, all the while. And girl, you are a cut above the rest. Your thing turn up past the ceiling. They can't touch your style. Oh, and I can't tell you how my heart is beating, girl, racing deep inside. Oh, well, girl, I start pouring a couple, trying my best to calm these butterflies. Oh, girl, you are so lovely, better than the stars, better than the heavens above me, girl. Oh, you are so lovely, better than the sun, better than the clouds. Girl, just love me, yeah. Oh, oh, I tell you, you're so drop dead gorgeous, got the things to make me try harder to get right next to ya. Baby, you're the reason I just won't stop. Girl, I tell you, you're so drop dead gorgeous, got the things to make me try harder to get right next to ya. Baby, you're the reason I just won't stop. Girl, you're so lovely, you're better than the stars, better than the heavens above me, yeah. Girl, you are so lovely, you're better than the sun, better than the clouds. Girl, just love me, baby. Girl, you are so lovely, yeah. You're better than the stars, better than the heavens above me, baby. Baby, you're so lovely, better than the sun, better than the clouds up above me. So love me, yeah. Love me, girl. I beg you, love me, girl. Put no one above me, girl. Just love me,
Bokopina. Bokopina. We see Bokopina. We see Bokopina. Bokopina. We see Bokopina. Jones have thugs and the De La Vega thugs. Stop, bang, stop, man, them. Gyal been up in a 9 and in a 10. Say me nah go get the super day again. Can me rougher than a man with rubber band. As me smoke to me ready back again. Peanut, oats, blem. Breed 30 gyal a making represent. Kim tell Sue tell Shem. 2 gyal one time call it a knock again. Get the oats, get the supplement. Get the nuts, get the nothing make. Blem it up, turn it to your head. Get a gyal and just go get your children. Get a gyal and just go get your children. Get a gyal and just go get your children. Get a gyal and just go get your children. Get a gyal and just go get your children. Gyal a been up in a 10 and 11. Say she never and it off a Benz. Me say this a way carry me children. Better me set your pan it higher at the rims.
British gal, spin your life fence. Till you is better than the river Thames. Gwen tell March tell Beth. Two old woman tell them guy your bed. Get the oats, get the supplicant. Get the nuts, get the nothing made. Blame it up, turn it to your head. Get a gal and just go get your children. Get a gal and just go get your children. Get a gal and just go get your children. Get a gal and just go get your children. Get a gal and just go get your children. Gal have been up in a sitting, me no know. Something where me never see in a no show. Half a video it and send it up a flow. 30 mil a feed a better guy alone. Cutting up, whoosh, alien gal, this up belly port. Shelly tell Kerry say Simone, make we have a wish, now call it a telephone. Get the oats, get the supplicant. Get the nuts, get the nothing made. Blame it up, turn it to your head. Get a gal and just go get your children. Get a gal and just go get your children. Get a gal and just go get your children.
iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio.
Yes, sir. Bricks, brick pam brick, brick pam brick pam brick, brick pam brick, brick pam brick pam brick. When me I use my chopper phone, no chatting a lot, no ramp with me mother food, Spanish town, foreign account, bang a phone, couple other phone. The thing can't too loud, but I'm a clock boot fast and move out. On a school bus, the young I move like when you shoot gun. Yeah, my gun, which part of the union? Look more at the studio. I grade from a gun where the moon go. Them no say the East crime if it's true enough. Me represent East Side, ooh yeah.
U.S. Federal Trade Commission says Jamaican scammers are still calling unsuspecting people in the U.S., claiming they've won millions. But of course, then asking them to send a fee to release the winnings.
Brick pam brick, brick pam brick pam brick, brick pam brick, brick pam brick pam brick, brick pam brick, brick pam brick pam brick, brick pam brick, brick pam brick pam brick. When me I use my chopper phone, no chatting a lot, no ramp with my mother food, one bag of account, foreign account, bang a phone, couple other phone, you say. Johnston, long a ton, no man have one phone, and a ton, baritone, crossroad, bang a phone, couple other phone. Me just get two new gal, MoneyGram, picture and mutual, and no market chop, make your food come.
There's a twist. Amid crackdowns by U.S. and Jamaican law enforcement, these scammers are successfully recruiting their original victims to facilitate even more scams.
Bricks, the link big. Which bank me for use now? No far distance, car for me town. Me get a rash check big like Kissing Town. Bricks, brick pam brick, brick pam brick pam brick, brick pam brick, brick pam brick pam brick. Go beer. Is it? You're right, man.
Guys, welcome back. This is Dominican Emz. My guest is here. Guest, can you introduce yourself?
Hey guys, I'm Darren The Dentist Stewart, as the name he has. Yes, and we are live. Oh, shame.
So, I've been joined today by my guest, Darren the Dentist. We're just getting everything set up. So Darren, referred to as a dentist.
Yes.
Eastern Darren.
Yep.
Darren that likes to dance.
Yep.
Darren that's got something to say.
Full of banter.
Yeah, Darren the dad.
Yeah.
There's a lot about you as well, isn't it?
A lot.
So, I'm going to introduce you really, really briefly.
Yeah.
And I want you to, I'm not going to feel offended if I get anything wrong. Just tell me.
Okay, go on. See how you do.
Okay, I'm going to put on my best voice, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So my guest today is British MMA, mixed martial artist, fighting star Darren Stewart, aka The Dentist.
Mm-hmm.
For anyone that's not familiar, MMA is sometimes referred to as cage fighting and ultimate fighting or UFC, and it's full contact combat sport.
Mixed martial arts as well. MMA.
Yeah, MMA.
There we go.
And you grew up in Poplar, so you're from the East End like myself.
Mm-hmm. Are you from East as well?
Yeah, I'm from
okay.
Walthamstow.
Oh, okay.
I could tell you as good people as soon as you walk through the door, innit?
Yeah, the energy.
Anybody from south, west or east, north, they're usually on the rob, but us, we're just solid people.
Preach.
Yeah. You are, in terms of your heritage, so you're born and raised in London, grew up in Poplar, Tower Hamlets.
Mm-hmm.
Your daddy is Jamaican. Mummy's a nice fancy lady.
Yeah.
And we're going to have to talk about your mummy later because you just egg her up all over your socials.
Yeah, she's lit still.
Your mummy's vibes. And she don't have a bar of what you're saying to her as well.
No. And she's not acting, it's actually true how she's going on.
I actually really like...
Is it? Oh, God. Mad.
So, Darren has been competing since 2013 and he has competed in the middleweight division of the Ultimate UFC Championship and Cage Warriors with an MMA record of 22 matches, 12 wins and 7 of which were knockouts.
Mm-hmm.
But is that what everybody says about you?
Yeah.
Go and be honest. Go on, what would you add? Because what's the generic and what would you like people to know about you?
It was right. It's
but actually correct, but what would you add?
But they, that...
Is it limited?
No, what I'm trying to say is that they say 2013 in it, but obviously I was doing taekwondo before that. Yeah, so everyone assumes I've been competing 2013 only. No, I was doing taekwondo before that.
So how old were you at 2013-ish?
So we're now 2022.
Quick maths. Okay, when did you start and how old were you and what were you doing? Because you started with taekwondo.
So I started taekwondo when I was 13. I'm 31 now.
Yeah.
So I started taekwondo when I was at 13.
Yeah.
Did that, got my black belt, then I went to MMA. So I've been doing MMA for about 12 years now.
Wow.
Yeah. Long time.
But would you say it's one of your loves as well?
Yeah, definitely. You got to find a balance. You can't do it too much. You start hating it. You know what I mean? You got to mix it up. Sometimes have a break from it, which I've been doing as well. So
you're also fortunate. People, you're somebody that's actually doing something that's the passion.
Mm-hmm.
I'm older than you, D.
How old are you?
I'm 40.
No way.
Yeah.
You're lying. No, you're not.
Don't mug me off.
No,
but anyway,
no,
but I'm 40. But it's I'm finding my passions because I didn't pursue them before. Because they always say do what you're good at. Do what's your passion. There's another one. But I always did accounting because I'm good at that. You know.
Yeah.
But it's not about me today. It's about you.
Okay.
But I'm pursuing my passions now.
I was getting interested though. Anyway.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right. What do you want to know? Bank account details.
Yeah, all them things there, man. Make me money.
No, but I want to steer away from what's the generic thing people ask you because I think when I spoke to you for about 1 minute, there's this whole character, multifaceted, that is Darren. But then there's probably a perception of you, which is not limited to you, but people in your profession where they think people that are fighters are kind of like this or people. And you're quite a character, babes.
Yeah, that's a big thing though in our sport. You know what I mean? People think MMA fighters are just bald, big cauliflower ears, whatever. I've got a few scars on my... Yeah,
I got my sister.
Oh, ouch. Low blow. Low blow. But it's good because when people look at me, they're like, I won't know what you do. I know you do something, but I won't know you fight. I won't know, You might maybe go to the gym. Do you know what I mean? That's how I prefer. I like it. That's how I like it. Do you know what I mean? I don't go around being, I'm the MMA guy. I can't be arsed with that.
Let's do that again.
MMA guy. Yeah, I can't be arsed with that, man. So
no, because it's like even with me, people have a perception of what they think they know you of, but there's so many things that we like and do and enjoy, and you can be doing them all simultaneously as well, right?
No one can't work me out. What does he actually do? He dances, funny. You know what I mean? Family man, fights. What don't he do? I mean,
but when I spoke to you, after like a minute, I got that about you. I might not know all of those different elements, but you can't. What's the word? Typecast you as a person. You can't do that. Should we tell people how we introduce each other as well? Because I basically
it was the St. Vincent.
Yeah.
And
nice. Because basically, so Darren and I connected when there was the
volcano
in St. Vincent.
Yeah.
Okay. So the volcano in St. Vincent. So basically, that's how we connected, and I DM'd you.
Yeah, put some stuff in the stories just to support on that. Yeah.
But you could have aired me because I saw that some people just use different methods and different tacks, and I just thought, you know what, you don't have to. You don't know me. You don't owe me anything. But we're all collectively like one Caribbean, and something needed to be done.
Yeah.
And like I knew that you're like a Vincy person as well in terms of your heritage, and you've spoken about that as well. So I was like, let me just contact you, and you were really like.
Yeah. Was you shocked that I replied?
No, because I usually get what I want if I'm honest with you.
Oh, savage. I like that. Now, the reason I asked you, because a lot of people say, because of my status in it, oh my God, Darren replied.
Yeah.
I'm not one of them people that, if I can, I will, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when some of the fans, they go, oh my God, can't believe you replied. And I said, well, why not? And they're like, because you're Darren, you think UFC, blue tick. I said, yeah, but I shop at Lidl just like you lot.
Lidl's
you know
is
what I mean?
decent,
Yeah,
though.
come on, Aldi.
Oh my God, babe.
Exactly. So... because I've made it don't mean that I'm like stuck up and arrogant. Do you know what I mean? Of course I'm gonna reply, but if I can, I will. So that's why I asked you.
But I've seen you talk like online and like in previous interviews and like where you come from in terms of like your East London upbringing, your Caribbean upbringing, like and family. That's all something that's really, really important to you. So when I reached out to you and I was literally like, could you like share some of this information in terms of how we can help St. Vincent? Like I knew you might reply, not because I'm anybody, but just because of the kind of calls that it is and what I've seen of you, if I'm honest with you. And that was the reason why.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now you know people, how we connected.
Yeah. So, Darren, before we start, the bait question. So why are you called the dentist?
Yeah.
How many times have you been asked that? And what face do you make? Cause I actually like the face that you make when you're asked that as well. Cause you're like, ask him again.
Yeah, go and do it again. Let me see what I do with face. Here we go again.
So why are you called the dentist?
Yeah,
Darren?
I get that question a lot. I do get it a lot. And the reason I'm called a dentist is because my 5th amateur fight, I knocked someone's teeth out. And so when I went back to the gym, one of my people I trained with said, call yourself the dentist. At the time, I never had no name in it. So I was like, what do you mean the dentist? That sounds cheesy. I ain't going with that. So I thought, okay, cool. Let me just try it. So then I was making my pro debut. And the guy said it before I walked out. Darren The Dentist Stewart. All right, cool. It's all right. Knocked the guy out. Another fight come along. Darren The Dentist Stewart. Okay, cool. Started to ring a bell now. Do you know what I mean? I just stuck with it.
How old were you?
When I got that name?
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
You don't know. It's your life, bruv. Just make it up. They don't know. Yesterday. It was yesterday.
24, 25, 24. I think. Yeah. I got that name, so.
And that's stuck with you ever since, though.
Yeah.
But in terms of like branding, if we make it business, it makes you stick out, though, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
And it also makes your opponent think, okay, what is he going to do to me as well?
Knock my teeth out. Yeah,
as they should.
Yeah.
So I've got a few people that I might need to talk to you about.
Okay.
Yeah.
When?
I don't know. We'll speak off air.
Okay.
Need a few teeth missing.
Mm-hmm.
But so can I ask you again? How did you get into MMA? And can you tell me the story in terms of like how it works? Because you've met my sister in the studio. She's off camera today, but she's in MMA. How do people get into it? Tell me the journey. Like, how old are you? Tell me the story.
So when I was at Taekwondo, a friend of mine called Regan. He was doing a bit of taekwondo and he was doing a bit of boxing somewhere. So I did taekwondo, I was doing it, and he was like, yeah, come and do cage fighting. So I was like, what do you mean? The stuff on TV with the blood in it? He goes, yeah, come and do it. So I ain't doing that nonsense. It must be crazy.
Can I ask you like silly questions? So street fighting would be like Kimbo Slice and all of that. Like,
Yeah,
back
yeah,
in the day.
yeah, all them
Kimbo.
things. Yeah,
He
Kimbo.
was Caribbean as well, like gosh, you know that.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace, Kimbo, man.
Yeah.
So he said, come along and do it. So I said, I ain't doing that. He said, just like, stop being a wimp, just come. I said, okay, cool, I'll try and come. So I booked a intro session, and then the coach was telling me, you know, do this, do that. When you fall over, break your fall. When you're getting choked, tap this and that. And I said to him, what, is this it? He goes, yeah, what do you think it was? I said, bruv, I thought it was a thing on TV. You know, they're showing the media, like, all that blood and stuff. He said, no, it's not that, man. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you go to an event, there might be no blood at all. I was like, what? All right, cool, sign me up. So then I started juggling MMA and taekwondo. It was too much, innit? Because I'm an active person, innit? I was doing salsa. I was doing football on the weekends.
We're going to come to that later
Yeah.
because I know you to be a dancer as well.
Yeah.
But then these are different disciplines as well. So you've got taekwondo, you've got MMA. Do you think that that's been like a benefit in your career that you've got these different styles? You've got a dance background because you've got ballet in there as well. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Contemporary, yeah.
Ballet.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I did it for obviously GCSE and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? They take it further, but I just did a bit of dancing.
We saw your footwork earlier. You're on it, babes.
What footwork?
That cheesy.
Oh,
thing
the
you did
little,
with your footwear in the
toes.
piano.
Yeah, got the little toes in there. You know what I mean? Come on. Yeah. So I started juggling the two, and then I said to my master, I said, "Oh, look, it's a bit hard. I'm doing too much. I done taekwondo, I got my black belt. Do you mind if I go over to MMA full time?" He said, "No, I wish you the best. Go to MMA."
Was this quite early on as well?
Yeah, very early on, yeah. And he said, "No, I wish you the best." And then I went to MMA and I stuck at it. But I'm that guy, like, I like challenges, innit? So I was going
what
MMA.
What do you mean you like challenges? Is it because you've done what you've got what you could
something
hit?
That's new to me.
Okay,
yeah, something that's new to me. I got to try and get there. Do you know what I mean? So I was the kind of guy that after beginner session, my coach was saying to me, "I know you've done taekwondo, but I can't let you fight until you're in the advanced class." I said, "What have I got to do? I've got to come and spar." I said, "Let me spar." And he goes, "Oh, I've just met you. You're not ready yet. So just keep coming to class." So I will go to class, beginners, yeah, and I will stay behind and watch. So maybe, let's say my session's an hour. I will stay behind for like another hour. Do you know what I mean? I'll get home late. Mum's
and this
calling.
Is when you're in the MMA side?
Yeah. So I'll get home late, whatever. And she's like, "Oh, you're not coming?" I said, "Nah, I'm staying behind. I need to see what these guys..." I'm trying to prove to the coach that I can do it. Do you know what I mean? And I kept doing it for weeks and weeks. And then he said to me, "Oh, you know what? Cool. Come in on a Saturday and spar some pro guys." I said, "Cool, I'm coming." Went there, sparred some guys, busted lip, done another one. He said, "Okay, boom, I've seen it." Yeah, so he said, "I've seen enough. Come to the advanced class." And then took it more seriously from there.
But then I guess it goes back to like, do you think that having people that saw something in you was quite important to you as well? Because they saw something in you, whether it be a mentor, whether it be somebody that just like can see that you've got like a interest. Was that quite pivotal in your career as well? Or was it more your drive? Be honest.
Yeah.
People
I think,
know because people will be looking
yeah.
at you and thinking, "Is this something that I want to do?"
Yeah, at the start, I agree. I think it's more my drive at the start because everyone was doing it. What I was doing, everyone was doing it. Do you know what I mean? I'm just telling you what I did. I did a bit more about staying behind, but people in that class, I was still the little fish in a big pond. Do you know what I mean? So I was looking up to the other profiles. So I wasn't really on the radar. Do you know what I mean? So I would say it's my drive that got me to where I need to be. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was looking up to other profiles and they were doing their thing. So they were the spotlight. I wasn't. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's definitely my drive that got me there.
Yeah. And I think drive and ambition is what carries most people in terms of like success, because you can be doing something and not technically be the best. I'm not talking about MMA and UFC.
Happens a lot.
In general, but if you've got that drive and that energy in your belly to say, "Do you know what, I'm going to just take the time," or "I just really fundamentally just like this," they end up being the best ones because they just will push more than the person that might even have like on paper the natural ability, isn't it? Because you're going to put in more time to train, you're going to put in more time to ask questions.
Yeah, but it does happen though. People put in more time and still don't get nowhere.
Why though?
And I don't know.
Is it ability?
It's all about it's about who you know.
Really?
In this game as well.
Explain that to me, please, because I've heard this from other guests in other fields, and it's like they were talking about gatekeepers, and they can actually hinder you in terms of they can either help you and give you a foot in, or they can maybe stop you from getting to where you. Is it the same in?
Yeah.
Really?
People,
Tell me about that, please.
People put a lot of work, and there's guys out there that
haters
don't put. I won't say they're haters. They just don't
do progress.
Something like that. They don't do as much as what I do or others do. Yeah, do you know what I mean? I'm not trying to compete, but I'm just being honest with you.
No, just say it.
But
and
because
be real. Just be real, because people will be listening to you and be like, I want to do what he does. So be real.
But because, you know, he might have a certain manager, or he's a bit more talkative outside of the cage, or he's from a certain gym, he'll get an extra push. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's not to say that people that don't put the work, like you just said, people put the work and do get there. But I'm saying majority of the time it is about who you know. Do you know what I mean?
Really?
So you go to that promotion and it's all right, you're doing well, but if you're not in this promotion that can get you to the high level, then it might take you longer. Do you know what I mean? So there's guys that's not even got that ability, don't put in much work, but they're on that promotion, they're talking a bit of smack, they just about win, then boom, they're gone clear ahead. Where this guy over here is another promotion that's nowhere near to that top level. He's putting in mad work. Happens a lot.
Can I ask you an honest question?
Yeah, go on.
And I don't mean this in a cheesy way. You see where you're more like a character and an entertainer, and so people will gravitate to you a bit more naturally. Do you find that maybe it was easier for you because you know how to talk to people? Or
easier how?
Not easier in terms because you have to put the work in, but like in terms of like you networking, and you see what you were saying that it could be harder for some people to get through because of who they know. You're quite comfortable talking to anybody.
Yeah.
So was that never a barrier for you? I guess is my question. I'm not saying it's easier because you've had an advantage, because no, you've worked, you've put in the work.
Yeah. I'm gonna
you've
say,
done the matches.
That's something you're seeing me now as me now, innit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Talk the
So
truth, babes.
when I was coming up in the game, my fighting and the talking. So my fighting got me to where it was. I never done the whole smack talk and kind of people who you know. My fighting got me to talking, and it got to the point where like, okay, this guy's on the radar, man. Like we've got to push him. Like I've done so much, like knocking out people. You have to make me go to the big stage. You know what I mean?
And I think can I be really honest and really transparent? I don't really know loads about MMA and UFC, but like I said, I've got a younger sister. She's off camera in the studio today. She does MMA as well. So I've been like following the journey, and there's so much work that you guys have to do in terms of like having a full-time job. I
did that.
She had a cat. I don't know where the cat is now. The cat is gone.
Oh, where the cat gone?
I don't know. I find you asking a lot of questions, babes. I find you asking a lot of questions, but I'm just...
How did a cat come into it? The cat got you into MMA, yeah?
But essentially, there's so much that you've got to do, and I don't think it's an easy journey. And just like, I don't know if people appreciate the amount of work that you have to do, and like, are they like sleepless nights as well, or just like long days?
Yeah, definitely sleepless nights. If not sleepless, then I'll say at least you're not getting the right hours I'm meant to have at night.
Yeah.
Definitely doing. And I did MMA full time.
Yeah.
So I got to UFC full time job, which is most people that's getting to UFC now are training full time. I wasn't doing that. You know what I mean? I was training twice a week.
Because you had a full time job. I don't know if you do that now, but you had like a full time job.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Officer as well, wasn't it? For a while?
Prison custody officer.
Yeah. Amazing. And you were doing that, and then you were like training after work, and you had your young family. And you've got two beautiful boys.
Yeah.
Can we shout out your boys today in the studio as well,
Big
please?
up the boys, Marlon and Tyler.
Hi, Marlon and Tyler. You are so cute.
Yeah.
And Daddy was showing you the footwork the other day, and like Auntie Emz thought you were amazing.
Oh, the one in the kitchen, we were skanking out in the kitchen.
I saw. And your missus was taking a picture. I saw. I love that.
Yeah.
But I don't think people appreciate like the input that it takes to get.
They don't. They just see us walk out.
They see you come out to like Skilly Bang or whatever it is you're playing, and they see you like the colourful character you are, but they don't know that on top of that, there's all these added layers of like the work that you've had to put in the graft.
Yeah, those who know, innit? But obviously,
I'm still learning, but I'm being transparent as well.
Yeah, but when you start to know about it, you start to appreciate more. Like, right, they go through a lot. Do you know what I mean? So,
yeah, and then like you were saying earlier as well, where you had your background and you had like different disciplines as well. That goes in your favour, and you kind of touched on it, and then you kind of skimmed away from it. But the dance background as well. I'm going to ask you about that later.
Yeah, it's not a big thing though.
But I want to know if it. Okay, I'm going to ask you now. Actually,
yeah, go on.
Do you think that has like an impact in terms of like your style and like your footwear?
Everyone answers that question.
No, but I asked it differently. No, I'm just joking.
You know what it is though? It just depends who you are. Like obviously, it does help. I can't lie. It does help. Like coordination in dancing, you need that for fighting. Do you know what I mean? Timing in dance, you need that for fighting. So it does work. But if you're a dancer, most dancers can't fight. So not to say like that dancer's gonna help them be able to fight. Do you know what I mean? It just depends who you are. You know what I mean? Like Mayweather done a bit of dancing.
Did he?
Yeah.
Teaching me. I didn't know.
What do you call it? Bruce Lee used to do cha-cha.
Really?
Yeah.
I love Bruce Lee.
Muhammad Ali with the footwork. So it does help, but that's like I said, everyone's different. Because he can dance, don't mean he can go to fighting, but the elements of it does help. Let's go together. Yeah.
Okay. So I think when I was looking at your fights, because I did have a look at your career, and you had like a winning streak, D, and it was just like ridiculous. Win. And then we saw in 2017 you had like a few losses as well. You're amazing, because to me it's like where other people could have faltered. Okay, I'm going to take it back. This is me and my accounting head. They always say the successful person has a couple what some people might call like dips or meanders, but then the successful person is the one that keeps going. The one that's not successful is the one that kind of stops where they are, but we all learn by the mistakes. Like even me pressing the wrong button today, I'm learning.
Yeah. I could have been that person though.
I don't think that's your personality though, to be honest with you.
I won't sleep at night. But I was close to being that.
Tell me though, Dave.
I was close to being that person because remember I was knocking at people. Yeah, I got to UFC. UFC is what everyone wants, innit? That's number one.
Yeah.
I'm here now. I've gone to Brazil for my debut. I won. Do you know what I mean? Then I come back to the UK and they're telling me, it's no contest. So no contest means that basically nothing happened. Like it's just no contest. So what do you mean? And they cheated me. That's affecting me mentally. So now I'm getting mad, whatever.
But you had that added layer, and sorry to interject, you had that added layer where it's like for somebody who like myself who might be on the periphery that doesn't have like a full awareness of like UFC, like what happened in Brazil, because there was like some stuff that went down in terms of, you know, favoritism.
No, it's normal, yeah. I mean, another man's
normal?
country.
That's not cool, though.
They were shouting out, "You're gonna die" in Portuguese. Like,
nice.
It was alright though, cause I was playing my tune. I was just dancing to the "You're gonna die." Yeah, I was just dancing to their booze. You know what I mean? It was funny. You know what I mean? So.
But what do you think though? Because like from what I saw when I was looking at your career before you arrived here today, your style has actually evolved and changed as you've got older. You've got multi-disciplined, but then your career in terms of like your fighting style, and please correct me if I'm wrong, D, because I'm learning at the same time. I don't want to say the wrong thing and like project onto you the wrong interpretation. But at the same time, you've been learning and honing your skills as you've got like all these fights. You didn't just get complacent like with win. From what I could see, you were winning and you had the winning streak, and then there were all these different things that were happening as well in terms of like outside of your control, no contest. But then the reasons for the no contest, some might argue, are quite kind of...
Yeah, trying to say I headbutt the guy. I don't cheat, man. Do you know what I mean? My journey's been crazy.
Can we talk about that as well? Because it's like, what about perception when you know that fundamentally you would challenge that, but then you have to take that as well as the given?
Yeah, I couldn't. What do you mean? Like, if I can challenge it, I couldn't challenge it.
Really?
Because it was in Brazil, so the Brazilian commission, they're the ones to say, okay, don't worry about it. Like, it's actually a win, but they won't do that. I'm fighting their own guy in their hometown, and they overturn it. They don't want to say, okay, you know what? Forget it, let the British guy win. So I came back as a winner. Then found out I'm a loser. And then I had a rematch with the same guy, lost again. And then I thought, you know what, this next fight, I'm just going to go at it. My mind wasn't there in it, but I didn't give up in it. Do you know what I mean? Some might say I should have took a bit of time off. I don't know. But I'm just that guy in it.
Why would they say that though?
Because the more time off you get, the more you can work on your craft. But I was just rushing back in there to get back into the winning.
But then tell them why you didn't, because you had your reasons, and obviously, like, you did the right thing for yourself.
Because I won't sleep at night. That's what I did.
Yeah, but why wouldn't you sleep? Tell me.
It was aggravating me. I just be angry every day.
Is it frustrating because you thought like, it's like unfair, basically?
Yeah, it's unfair. Like, I've done all the right things to get to where I am. Yeah, I've done all the right things to get to where I am, and you lot just mugging it, really. So it was the third loss. I had 2 losses after that. I mean, the third time, I was like, you know, I want to go out there and just do what I want to do. Went out there, had a war, lost that one. I looked up at my coach when I was on the floor. I said, I'm done, man. He goes, what do you mean you're done? I said, I'm done. I can't be asked, man. It's happened too many times because pause that for a minute. Before, when I first got into MMA, by the way, I did get a fight for 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah,
why,
so
though?
2 years, no one wanted to fight me.
Really?
Yeah.
They just shook?
Yeah, they were shook, man.
They like their teeth.
Yeah.
I like my teeth.
When you think about it, 2 years is a long time. Most people would have quit.
It is a long
It's
time.
a long time. But I kept going. I said, you know what? I'm done with this. So this is what I was saying before in the UFC. It's a similar time.
Can I interrupt? And that's why I
Yeah.
liked you. Why I like you, because a lot of people will say, do you know what? Everything's kind of going skew with, for want of a better description. But you just keep going. Like, even when it was like the pandemic, a lot of people were just like, oh.
I was still fighting.
You
for
were
the
still
pandemic.
fighting.
But
You were
then
still
again,
traveling as well. You were
exactly. But then again, it's kind of backfired now because
Why?
they say that they're like active fighters, isn't it? So
What does that mean?
Someone who always want to fight. Someone that's always want to fight. So like fighting every couple months or whatever. So I was being that guy.
Were you not doing that though?
I was doing that more than everyone else. But what I'm trying to say is that it's backfired now because I'm rushing and I'm losing now. And it's like, I ain't had time to perfect my craft, where the guys that from Britain are making it now, while I was fighting through pandemic, they're doing their thing, do you know what I mean? So I've kind of fell for the trick where like, be active, Darren, let's fight. Okay, cool, I'll do that, do you know what I mean? But it looked like I was being some sort of yes man, do you know what I mean? Because now it's kind of affecting me. I'm sitting here where I am today and it's like, oh, if I just took time off and just, but I can't look back, it is what it is, do you get me? So
yeah.
I know when I get back there, it's on. So
but
people that know my journey, they know.
Yeah.
It's really mad.
And we're going to touch on that after the hour, because we're just coming up to the top of the hour. We're going to have a few ads and then we're going to come back and
You're listening to iLive Radio.
This is Tiffany Michelle from Austin, Texas, and you're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio.
Peace, world. This is J Soul, a.k.a. the Black Sinatra, and you're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio.
I said that I love you so, and I mean it so. From the bottom of my heart, I'm telling you to play. Baby, I saw that something in your eyes. Comes to no surprise that you turn me oh so giddy.
What's up, people? This is Omar, and you're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio.
Are you looking for that feel-good music? The kind of music that makes you want to share with your friends? Then you've been looking for iLive Radio, your #1 source for music lovers worldwide, playing a variety of hits from soul, reggae, gospel, jazz, hip-hop, funk, and everything in between. Download the iLive Radio app now and listen to us when you're on the go. Available on iTunes and the Google Play Store. You can also listen live on TuneIn and Alexa. iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio.
The Soulfest Lounge returns this new year, Wednesday the 19th of January 2022, with hosts Julie Payne and the Soulfest Lounge UK Band at the Night Owl, 5 Station Place, Finsbury Park, London N4 6DJ. Music supplied by our resident DJ Jukes. Book your open mic slot today for the Soulfest Lounge. Send an email to soulfestloungeuk@iLiveUK.com. Follow us on Instagram, Soulfest Lounge UK. See you there.
Taxman here. I invite you to join me each and every Thursday right here on iLive Radio, where we give you the very best in independent and neo-soul flavors. We also feature the UK Top 20 Independent Soul Chart, counting you down from number 20 all the way down to number 1. Why not check us out every Thursday right here on iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to music.
Join me, Dominican Emz, each and every Saturday for the Dominican Emz Show, 2 to 4 p.m. right here on iLiveUK. Playing a variety of music with a heavy dose of Caribbean music, international news, hot topics, interviews and lively debates. So make sure you listen to the Dominican Emz Show on iLiveUK, changing the way you listen to radio.
What's up, London?
This is a lady's choice. Mixed Master Caesar coming to you straight from the 6 with the Red Platinum Mix Show every Saturday, 10 p.m. until midnight. Spinning the best music in hip-hop, R&B, soca, reggae, and top 40 exclusively on iLive Radio. Changing the way you listen to radio.
Hi, this is Miss Law. Tune in to Talks Honest every Sunday, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. on iLiveUK, discussing topics often thought of but never spoken. That's Sundays, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. right here on iLiveUK.
The Spice of Life with the Baroness, each and every Sunday from 5 to 7 on iLiveUK.
iLiveUK want to hear from you. You can get in touch by calling us on 0208 638 8503, or you can send a WhatsApp message, text only, to 07564 265 257. You can watch us live on Twitch and Mixcloud, and whenever you miss a show, you can listen back via our podcast page at iLiveUK.com. Don't forget to download our iLive Radio Network app from the Google Store and take us on the road with you. It's iLiveUK across all platforms, changing the way you listen to radio.
Music back to back on iLive Radio.
Well, if you're ready, let we go. Start up the countdown time for the show. If that is where you want, take one for the road. Nobody take anything now. Don't take it personal. It's just a one night job. Don't make it personal. I hope you understand. Don't take it personal. It's just a one night job. Just get to work, girl. Don't make it personal. Oh, you action, thunder. The way you move your body make me wonder. Show me that you wanna take it all the way. Oh yeah, don't play, run that. You know you could get it if you want that. Girl, if you're ready, drop it down for me. So if you're ready, let me know. No set a long talking where you for. Wine to the ground, girl, drop to the floor. Oh yo, oh yo. Well, if you're ready, let we go. Start up the countdown time for the show. If that is where you want, take one for the road. Nobody take anything now. Don't take it personal. It's just a one night job. Don't make it personal. I hope you understand. Don't take it personal. It's just a one night job. Just get to work, girl. Don't make it personal. Come put that work on it. Come put that work on it. We only need one night. Come put that work on it. Come put that work on it. Just show me what you like. Oh, you. Let me see you do it like you mean it. We don't even have to catch feeling. Everybody need a little company. Sometimes we just had to keep it on the down low. Love it when you move it in slow-mo. Why you playing shy, girl? Come to me. So if you're ready, let we go. No set a long talking where you for. Wine to the ground, y'all drop to the floor. Oh yo, oh yo. Well, if you're ready, let we go. Start up the countdown time for the show. If that is where you want, take one for the road. Nobody think anything now. Don't take it personal.
Turn the beat down a little bit. Alright, right there. What's the scene, yeah? Girl, you mean, yeah? The way you move, yeah. The way you whine and you grind and you bubble and go down. The way you whine, yeah. Girl, you fine, yeah. You move in time, yeah. The way you whine and you grind and you bubble and go down there. Down little bit, down little bit. Whine and go down there. Down little bit, down little bit. Whine and go down there. Down little bit, down little bit. Whine and go down there. Down little bit, down little bit. Whine and go down there. I like the way you move, yeah. Round and round is the way you move your hips, yeah. You whine with attitude, yeah. Up and down, baby, whine and work your hips, yeah. Down little bit, whine and go down there. 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 The way you whine and you grind and you bubble and go down there. Down little bit, whine and go down there. Down little bit, whine and go down there. Na na na, na 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 na. Oh, whine and go down there. Whine and a drop to the ground. Whine and you grind and you bubble and go down there. Just a whine and a drop to the ground.
Hola, Lola. Hola, Lola. Turn on. Hola, Lola. For the love of Calypso, hola, say we are pinda. Is the love of the tempo, hola, say we are pinda. For the love of Calypso, for the love of the tempo. Mama used to say, son, stay. Don't you throw your gifts away. For the thing come from far, so far. Somewhere up in Africa. Ooh. Let me show them who is the real champion. In the land of sweet woman and the steel band. I know you hold them like mighty shadow. The plain mouth man, they call him Coco. Kitchen half sting you with the tempo. The king of the world, they call him Sparrow. For the love of Calypso, oh latte, we are funda. Is the love of the tempo, oh latte, we are funda. For the love of Calypso, for the love of the tempo. Well, everybody put your hands in the air, shout out, say. Look, a woman is wine for way. Click a beat and we head all day. Monday, Tuesday, we born ready. Down here we just leave as one. With this party under the blazing sun. Tell them to go sagging man. Mother hand not wrong a woman. Say we just drum and fiddle, we soaking wet. Everybody's Trinidadian. Let me show them who is the real champion. In the land of sweet woman and the steel pan. I know you go love the Dini from bless up the mother singing Sanja. Calypso Rose, you bring the drama. Sweet music in panorama. For the love of Calypso, oh latte, we are funda. Is the love of the tempo, oh latte, we are funda. For the love of Calypso.
For the love of call you, baby girl, for your heart. Overall, tell them. For a very strange reason, baby, you're so underrated. Cause you are the best I see overall. But there's no one other than you at all. There is no one could ever call you a fraud. Because you're hotter than them. You are the best overall. You're better than them. You are the best by far. You catch me flirting with a next gal, baby, me sorry. Yeah. Don't try to mash up the thing we have, baby, no way. Yeah. Plus you work hard for your things, so nobody can say you owe them. Yeah. Overall, yeah, you have me weak to my knees, all my friends, family, everybody can tell you that. The Father bless me when me sneeze, cause you love me receive, and you know me must tell you flat. Tell you. Don't talk about when your clothes come off, lights off and your world cut off. Hey, hey, loving when you're posing off. Girl, you know me want show you off. Cause there's no one, no one, no one, no one other than you at all. There is no one, no one, no one, no one could ever call you a fraud. Because you're hotter than them. You are the best overall. You're better than them. You are the best by far. Hey, girl, give you a kiss on your cheek every time that I see you cousin. Yeah, hold your hand in the street every time that they see we cross. Yeah, plus the way how you sweet, ever humble, you never boss. Yeah, overall. Hey, and tell them you not take defeat and not this from no chick, so nobody can say you're soft. And you never deal with deceit. Watch the words when you speak, so they can't say you carry talk. Tell them, don't talk about when the clothes come off, lights off and the world cut off. Hey, hey, love it when you're posing off. Girl, you know me want to show you off. Cause there's no one, no one, no one, no one better than you at all. There is no one, no one, no one, no one could ever call you a fraud. Because you're hotter than them. You are the best overall.
Guys, welcome back. So at the top of the hour, we had a few adverts. I just want to say we've got our guest today, Darren The Dentist Stewart. Darren Stewart.
Yeah, either one.
The Dentist.
Either one.
Darren from Poplar.
Yeah.
Always gets asked the same question, why the Dentist? But we've established why. I actually think that's a really cool story as well.
Yeah, the story makes it even better. Yeah. Because
it's a true story as well. Mm-hmm. So before we move any forward, that's not even proper English, but you get what I mean.
Any forward.
I've got a proper education as well. That's the joke.
Oh God.
So our sponsors are Customers on Demand, where you can grow your customer base for you. Their specialisms are marketing and advertising and growing your customer base. If you want to find out more about our sponsors, then if you go on the iLiveUK website, and there's more information and you can find more about them there. Before we go any further as well, we've played quite a few tracks now, some of which have been your choice. I'm just going to read out the tracks. I'm going to ask you why you pick certain tracks as well. No pressure, bruv.
Okay. So
I played Better Than the Stars by Christopher Martin. That's like a sweet, sweet reggae tune. Then I played Vibes Cartel with how do you say it?
Yes.
That was your choice. Why? Excuse me. Why that song?
Because too many songs. It's the first one that comes to my head, to be honest. It's too many.
So when you come out, when you're playing like your matches, you like usually have like a dancehall kind of tune.
Normally, yeah. Rarely I might have a bit of grime or rap.
I love grime.
Coming up into UFC, it was just pure like dancehall or bashment, coming out. So.
What do you normally have, or is it a mix? Is it wrong to say you normally have?
No, it's a mix. Yeah, mix it up.
Because people know me for soca, but if you actually know me, I listen to everything.
Okay.
So people assume. So that's why I asked you the question. I don't want to assume. Because
no. Come on to everything.
Yeah. Okay.
But coming up to UFC, it was just pure dancehall. Like.
So when you came up, what would you have played? Like, what kind of songs would you have played when you're coming? Would these be one of those?
Yeah. Vibes Cartel.
Love Vibes.
Yeah.
Would you say he's one of your favourite artists?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a don.
Yeah.
And then we had Skilly Bang with Brick Pun Brick.
Big tune.
And why that song?
See, me and my cousin love that song, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Who's your cousin? Shout out your cousin.
Jermaine McIntosh.
Hello, Jermaine McIntosh.
Big up Jermaine.
We've got your whole government now. Be finding you.
Yeah, we love that tune, man. So I picked that tune as well. So it's just one of them one. When you asked me the tunes, I was looking for my history and YouTube and stuff like that. I was like, okay, boom, pick that.
Are they a reflection of yourself, or are they just like songs that really resonate with you right now?
Reflection, resonate.
Yeah, because my taste change every day. If you ask me, because I'm like a Tupac weirdo, my favourite Tupac song changes like every other Wednesday.
Okay.
Like, do you know what I mean? So I'm like, I can't answer that, so I don't expect you to answer that.
Yeah, I listen to all types of rhythm, man.
And I've been here, this is my 5th week doing this show, but this was my first Amapiano tune. I love Amapiano.
Do you? I didn't know that. Okay.
I love it, but I don't know it, because I'm being honest with you, I'm not familiar with it, but I really like it.
Yeah.
And you had the song called Whistle, is that right?
True. Yeah, that's one me and my son were dancing the other day in the kitchen.
Yeah. So if you go on Darren's IG page, Darren like very much is like got a beautiful family. He's got his beautiful wife. Where's your missus from?
Ecuador.
Ecuador.
Yeah.
She's like Ecuadorian British.
No, born there. You're born
Okay,
there.
cool.
Yeah.
You guys are a beautiful family.
Thank
like,
you.
And the kids as well.
Yeah.
And we mentioned them earlier, and you were like dancing in your kitchen with the guy.
Yeah,
I'm saying the guys like they're like 25,
Yeah,
but
they're
like
big for their age though. Still, they're big
I
for
want
their
to
age.
say like one's like 3 and the other one looks about 8.
7.
Cool. I was close.
Yeah.
Not right
That's
though.
not
But
bad,
thank
though.
you for
It's not
humouring
bad.
me.
It's not bad. Normally he gets like 10, and yeah, Tyler's getting 3 from time ago, so he's
Are they
3
tall
now.
like you?
The oldest one gonna be taller than me, I reckon.
Is it?
Yeah, I think
Is
so.
he gonna
yeah.
mug you off?
Never.
Okay.
No way. We'll fight. No way. No.
So you're gonna fight your children?
Of course.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then we had GBM Neutron with Down There. I can't pronounce it properly because it's like Caribbean accents, but it's like Down There.
Down there.
But they just said Down There.
Yeah, it's alright.
I'm from Walthamstow, so it's going to come out with those
You're
inflections. Do you know what I mean? I can't really do it. It doesn't sound like authentic, but it is what it is. And then you had 5-star Kill with Personal, and then you had Turner from Trinidad with Champions, and then you had Lyrical with Overall. So a nice mix of music there. So we had a Mapiano, we had dancehall, and we had soca from across the islands as well. Because one of the things that I want to do on this show, D, is like it's a reflection of my life, essentially. Dominican Emz Show, you know, like a bit like the Trim Show. It's like,
Yeah, it's not wrong. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
but it's like I'm not trying to be like a narc and make it all about me. But do you know what? It's
Why
all
not?
about me, bro.
Yeah,
Do you
why
know what I
not?
mean?
Why not make it about you?
But I like representing Caribbean culture, and obviously I have a British perspective, being born and raised there. But at the same time, I'm so proud of like where we come from.
Yeah,
and there's so
yeah.
much that I don't know that I'm still learning. I just think we come from like a really,
We're all learning every day. We're learning.
really rich culture, and I hope like for your boys as well, they know the beauty in like St. Vincent, Jamaica,
Yeah,
Ecuador, as well as like
yeah, they love bashment music,
Good
dancehall
boys.
music. Yeah.
good boys.
She's like, oh, the lyrics. Oh, allow it, man.
Auntie Ems can give her an edit though, so it's calm.
Yeah, that's you.
What's
That's
your
you.
beautiful wife's name though? Can we give her a
Catherine.
shout? Hi, Catherine.
Hey, Catherine. Hey, Caddy.
So, okay. No, it's a beautiful family. Then I think that's something that really comes across about you, is that that's really important to you. And I think for me, outside looking in, and again, I'm telling you what I think as opposed to what you're actually doing. I think your family are like your biggest drivers in everything you do, and it comes across that way as well. So,
Yeah.
no,
Thank you.
I would be proud if I was you. With that being said, do you think that your kids would ever follow in your footsteps, and would you want them to?
I don't know if they follow my footsteps. Would I want them to? I don't really care. All I care about is they know to defend themselves, self-defense.
Okay.
Just the stuff that we need. Like if something went wrong tomorrow, can you defend yourself? Do you know what I mean? Can you make this? Can you make? I'm that kind of person. Do you know what I
You
mean?
could say that about me though, isn't it? Like you'd want
Okay.
me to like just be safe, like wherever I go, isn't it?
Yeah,
If I'm
at
battling
least.
through Peckham or something.
Yeah. You need to be this day and age. Do you know what I mean? So as long as you can defend yourself, do you know what I mean? So I'm not saying you got to get in the cage and fight. Just know how to defend yourself.
Yeah.
That's all I care about.
Have they ever shown any interest in following you? Do they even know what you do?
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
They've been
cool.
up, watched me fight, like
Really?
watch, sometimes. More time they're sleeping, but they've done it once. Or they might watch it next day when they wake up.
Yeah.
One of them, the older one, does jiu-jitsu already. It's one
Wow.
of the arts anyway, so he does that already. But he's a bit of a sweet boy still. He's all for the girls and that. I feel like
a bit like you. Sorry, Catherine.
Woo, cut. I'm joking. But I feel like with him,
Is he just charming as well?
yeah,
You're
definitely.
very charming.
Yeah, very. I see me in both of them, definitely.
Yeah, I love that.
The oldest one, he's definitely charming, and I feel like we have to force him to go. But he's liking it. He's doing it now. It's like one of them ones I don't want to go to it. When he goes, cool. He likes it.
Yeah.
I just want to make him go so he knows self-defense. The young one now, it's different. Like,
Why?
It's on warring, on fighting.
What do you mean?
Like on fighting, like throwing punches, like
so
everything.
he's more like a bit more Wolfenstein than the other ones. Even though you're from
basically.
Poplar, he's got a little bit more of that in him.
Yeah. The little one, I ain't got to tell him to go and
just
fight.
make it
He'll
up.
just do it. Yeah, it's a
That's
problem.
like my sister.
Yeah, it's
No,
all
I'm
right.
being serious.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wow. I don't want no smoke.
No, because like I've got 2 brothers as well.
Yeah.
Shout out to Leo and Martin. My sister will wall for me. Like I don't even have to do anything.
Yeah.
And certain guys will just not trouble me knowing who my sister is because
Yeah.
she's not about it because she's like not a man or a savage, but
she can handle it. Yeah.
She can handle herself.
Yeah,
that's it.
exactly. Yeah, so
she can handle herself.
But it's something
I'm
I've got a channel though. Something I've got a channel because obviously he's free, yeah, and it's a madness. Like my older might do something and he'll be like, and he'll come out trying to throw punches and that, and I'm just holding his head and he's windmilling.
So
yeah,
I'm the worst. I'm like,
Yeah. He's proper about it, man. He's like, oh, when I'm leaving the house, kiss, and he'll be like, my G, boom, stuff like that. Yeah, all that, man. So yeah, they're good.
Good. So we touched on earlier, like your dance background, and I think what you had said earlier was that it's a part of you. It's not necessarily something that's influenced your style, but tell us a little bit more about, like, you know, the dance side of you. Because I know you, because there's more to you.
Is it a dance background though, or I just like dancing?
Because I actually would class you as a bit of an entertainer as well. You're like a natural entertainer.
Okay, yeah.
And I think different. I find it as a facet of that. So people might put you, or try to put you in the box of like, oh, you're a fighter and you do this, and you might be good at this. But no, watching you, you're actually quite entertaining. So
entertainer's the one.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Yeah, not specific dancer, but yeah, entertainer's the one.
So it's just a facet of.
Yeah.
Have you ever pursued that part of yourself?
Nah.
That's not true. Don't lie to the people.
What?
You're gonna look in the camera and lie to them.
What? As in dancing? Pursued it?
Yeah, you pursued dancing.
I ain't. I'm just good at it.
No. I heard you say about 45 minutes ago that you actually did like contemporary ballet.
Yeah, for school. You do maths, English, science.
You did it.
I did.
Don't lie to the people.
I did dance.
Is that how they carry on in Poplar? Do they just lie?
Yeah. No comment. No comment.
That was really natural.
No comment. I'm just good at it. So
would you? Okay, random question. Would you ever pursue like acting or?
Yeah, definitely. That's
I think
what
you
I want
should
to do.
Presenting. I can definitely see that.
Someone said that presenting or commentating. I did a bit of presenting already though. I've done a bit of presenting already. So yeah. I
think you should do more because I think you've naturally got that in you where you've got like that entertainer streak.
Definitely modelling or acting I want to do.
Yeah.
Definitely. So
those are other sides of you as well that people might not necessarily think or associate with MMA and UFC, but it's a part of the character and the brand that is Darren.
Yeah.
And we talked about earlier your progression of style. And so you went from Taekwondo to more of a mixed martial arts.
Yeah, mixed martial arts, yeah.
Do you think that your career, your styles can change and evolve further? Or how does it work?
As in go to another
like
art?
Another discipline or anything?
Nah, I'm done. Yeah, I'm done with MMA.
But why is that though? Is it MMA is more like your home? Is that
because
the reason?
MMA stands for mixed martial arts. It's all in one. It's all
so it encompasses everything.
Yeah. Unless you're gonna drift off and do karate or jiu-jitsu or judo, it's up to you. But I do MMA. It's all in one. So when I'm training for this sport, I learn everything. Yeah, I have to learn everything. So
got you.
So nothing because I can actually really go to, if you know what I'm trying to say. Unless I really want to pursue that specific
and make
art.
it like a specific specialism. Yeah. But you're kind of covering the bases of
the whole lot.
Okay.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. And we've seen it, like, if we follow your social medias, which I do, you've been training a lot. Do you want to talk about what you're training for and what you've got coming up?
Yeah, I might have a potential fight in March. I ain't been announced yet, so I can't really say where it is in that, you know what I mean? But might be a potential fight in March. So I'm just training for that. Yeah, so
when was your last fight, Darren?
I don't know, I think September, August.
Not long ago.
So I'm trying to, now I'm not in the UFC no more. I'll be fighting way more at home.
Yeah.
So
you left UFC like September time, around the time of your last fight.
Yeah.
And then what have you been doing in the meantime since
Having
then?
a break. So I've been told to, because like we spoke about earlier, I've just been going in and in because it's what they like.
Yeah.
It's kind of affecting me mentally. So my manager said to me, look, I don't want you to do nothing until next year. Not do nothing, still train, but I don't want you to think about fighting. He goes to me, when's the last time you actually gone to the gym and hit some pads for fun? I said, I'll do that anyway. Like after a fight, you have a week off. He goes, no, but after a fight, you have a week off and you're still training for another fight to come up, innit? When's that time you woke up and said, look, I don't want to go training today? And I couldn't answer that question. He goes, you've been doing this for 9 years. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's
like he's telling you be present in the moment rather than just keep doing what you always do, isn't it?
Yeah, I didn't think about that. So
interesting.
Yeah, I was doing it for 9 years. Sorry,
that's a long time.
Which is why I think my career's gone the way it has. Like I got
think
to
your
UFC.
career has been a success. I think you've just got like meanders of like things that have happened, but I think you're very successful at what you do.
Thank you. Yeah,
and
yeah,
I know nobody's gonna listen to like the random Dominican lady from like East London, but I think you don't sell yourself short, D. Like you've really got amazing accolades. Like
I just know I deserve to be.
You've touched on something really important. Okay, so when it comes to like mental health, or not even like when I say mental health, I don't mean like, oh, you've got like depression, anxiety, this, that and the other, but when it comes to being aware of who you are and like the reasons why we do things and better ways of doing things as well, there was a time that you had like somebody that you were speaking to in terms of like, you know, your thought processes, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, sports psychologist. Yeah.
I couldn't think of the word. I was trying to style it out. Sports psychologist, bruv.
Yeah. A lot of fighters have that as well. So
do they?
Yeah. Just to help them. Reason why maybe you're not winning or you're not performing well. Do you know what I mean? There's sports psychologists. Then you got performance coach. I've had that as well. Then I had someone else as well, just deal with the mental side of things, that psychology. And now I'm just me now.
Yeah.
I know what it is now.
But how has it benefited you having those like bits in your life as well? Because, you know.
Definitely benefited me. Cause it's like, with me though, yeah, people get these people involved because they truly believe that they can't make a change in it. So you're getting someone else to tell you. I knew I could make a change, but I'm just that kind of person where like, I know the answer, but I want to hear you say it. Just reassure me. I'm that kind of person. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't that deep into it. Like, I don't believe in myself. I would believe in myself.
That might be quite interesting for some people because you project quite a confident personality.
Yeah.
When you walk in a room, you're very like if you've ever seen Darren like in real life, like you walk in a room, you like eyes contact, energy, like you're like this. So people wouldn't necessarily associate that with like
they wouldn't,
thinking. But I'm like, why wouldn't you think that? It's like even with like me and anybody else in this room.
I'm not going to war.
No, but you're an intelligent man, and it's like give people more credit as well. And it's like you're at the top of your game on getting to where you want to be because you're challenging yourself.
Yeah.
So anybody can challenge you in terms of like Brazil and maybe not giving you the results that you wanted, no contests that we think are unfair. But your biggest challenge is actually you and your mind.
Yeah. It is. To me, it's just like I don't like basically the reason my journey's gone a bit like this. No one beats me up. It's always been little decisions.
I feel like it's been a learning curve. Am I just?
It is a learning curve,
but it's a good thing.
Yeah, but it's frustrating learning curve because it's happened so many times. I think
people talk too much. I think that's a natural thing, and a winner will have those things. Like Muhammad Ali would have had that as well.
Yeah. It is a learning curve, man. But it's just some of them are just so stupid. Like you beat someone, for example, right? And the guy said you beat him, but the judge give it to him. Shit like that's been happening. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a frustrating journey, but it's got to keep going, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? So.
Can I ask like a question? And it's going to be a naive question. So you can be regulated in terms of like things that you do technically. If you do like a wrong move and then they'll be like, no, that's illegal in terms of MMA, then that can be dismissed. But then when you've got people that are actually moderating, for want of a better word, the fight, and you can see that that's not correct, or you challenge their decision, what happens to them? Because you can be challenged, but they're not challenged, but they're also an integral part of like the game and the fight in terms of the end outcome and the decision.
Yeah, what happens to them? It all depends on I don't know. I said it before, man. It's who you know, innit?
Really?
Like
these gatekeepers are everywhere.
The promotion, the matchmakers, and all that. Nothing really happens to them if they don't say so. I can't explain it. It's an effed up world, yeah. MMA it's more than just fighting. It's a business, do you know what I mean? It's corrupt, man. You're probably thinking, why are you doing it? But I just love fighting. You got to do more than fighting in this game, and it's just long. That was the problem.
Though?
Like I said to you earlier.
Because it's a passion to you, but you mean, when you say it's more than the passion, what do you mean? Though?
Sell yourself and, you know, like...
the business element of it.
Yeah. I never got to UFC doing all that. Do you know what I mean? I got to just show them what I'm about, do you know what I mean? But now you got to do all that.
Yeah.
And not like I couldn't do it. It's just like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, you sell yourself and you talk the smack, yeah? You know what I mean? You're bigging yourself, you're getting more money now, you're talking all the crap, and you're fighting a nobody. But they'll do that on purpose to build you up.
Really?
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, build you up. Where like, with my case, I don't talk that much smack talk. I don't talk it at all, really. You give me something harder, someone harder to fight, and then why are you giving him easier person? He's just talking crap, and I'm not talking crap. Give me something harder. Well, my cousin always said to me as well, yeah.
Who's your cousin? Was it your cousin that you referred to earlier? Because you referred to him a lot. What's his name
my coach
again?
as well. That's why Jermaine McIntosh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi again, Jermaine.
Yeah, and he always says as well, cause like our journey is just harder. Is what it is. You know
He
what I mean?
fights as well, does he?
He used to fight judo, and he said our journey is just hard. It is what it is. It's just so frustrating, and that's why I feel like my journey's gone the way it has. It just affected me mentally, because, like I say, if you look at he's lost here, he's won here. No one beats me up really. Do you know what I mean? It's just like little decisions, judges giving it that way, and all that just.
But that's what I was seeing, Darren. I was like, win. And then when I was like, when they talk about you and your story, there's like a kind of fixation on like 2017 and when you have the losses. But then when you look at the losses, it's like so much grey. Like, I remember I'm not well versed on your industry, and even I'm like, bruv.
But have you looked into it? Like how they lost and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Because people just see win, loss. So you're thinking, oh, mate, wow.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying to you, because I don't think it's as cut and dry. So I think your story is really interesting, because it's like if you don't ask the questions or if you don't know, then you could just take it as black and white, win, loss.
Yeah, exactly.
But there's more than that.
Yeah.
And when you keep referring to, as you rightly should, that there's other people that come into play in terms of like the decision making, in terms of the no contest. Why is it a no contest? Like the reason for it, they're questionable.
That's happened as well. Oh man, this game's so crowded. It's mad.
You've said it a few times in terms of it being frustrating, but
I don't have to make excuses.
I like that though, because we're not here to make excuses.
Yeah,
we
it is what it is, isn't it?
About, like anything.
Like my cousin said, we just got to go harder.
You've got 24 hours in a day, but we've got things to do.
Yeah. Like my cousin said, we just got to train harder. Is what it is.
Yeah.
When we get there, like our story, our journey, be way more sweeter. Do you know what I mean? So hearing that does motivate me. It's tiring though. It's like, I'm training for this fight. What if I go to that next fight and I clearly beat him, but I give it to him? Like that goes in my head sometimes.
Really?
Or used to, not now, used to. Do you know what I mean? So it just be frustrating, but
you've got an awareness of, so you know that now, and you're just like, okay, you've got to keep going. Like you said, you've got something potentially coming up in March. Can't give too much details, but I'm sure if people follow your socials, they can find out what's happening closer to the time.
Yeah.
But you know you're going to keep going. It's not the right time for you because you're still on your journey, but I definitely think you need to be writing a book though, because you're such an interesting character.
Yeah, thank you.
There's so much about you that I think people want to know and want to hear about you.
I'm grateful people still love me as well, even though, like you said, you're looking at that win, loss, you know. Yeah, definitely an East thing. And just because I'm different to most MMA fighters,
you got a character.
When you see me, you won't know what he does. I like that, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
MMA fights ain't boring. Most of them are. Well, I'm not anyway.
Can I ask you a question as well? Do you think like our race plays a part in that as well? Like people see a black man and they stereotype what a black woman should be or what a black man should be as well. But I'm no stereotype, so
yeah, it definitely plays a part.
Yeah,
it definitely plays a part. I ain't gonna lie, man.
It's kind of boring, isn't it? I love being black. I love you cannot. I will say it a million times. I love being black. I wouldn't want to be anything else. But it's like, your perceptions of me are your perceptions of me. That's not my problem. That's a you thing. That's not for me. I don't really care.
That's another deep conversation, boy.
Yeah.
It's definitely that.
It's boring. And going back to like real life, what was it like? We touched on it slightly earlier, but what was it like juggling like full-time job and a young family and training and everything?
When I was younger, it was normal.
Really?
Because, why I'm saying that is because, you know, when you're younger, you're active, innit? I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this, I want to do that. Now when I think about it, it's draining. I could never do it. Do you know what I mean? But it was like, okay, I was working 12-hour security guard.
No way.
For me, so I might be working at 7 till 7 p.m, but then my session starts at 7:30. So I'll be in my suit, running to the station and trying to get there. Then I've done construction for a while. I'll go with my training bag to construction, painting, decorating, blah, blah, then go to training. I was doing so many jobs. Obviously, Wikipedia just knows about the prison custody officer. Before that, I was doing so many jobs and training MMA. Do you know what I mean?
Tell me people.
And imagine now, I told you before, I didn't get a fight for 2 years.
Yeah.
So I'm doing all that to try to go and train and not get no fight. So people would have dropped out a long time ago. I don't know why I kept going, but
you do know why, because you had the drive and ambition in your belly.
Yeah. 2 years though. If you can imagine anyone doing that for 2 years.
We just had the pandemic, and I'm not going to tell you too much like about me because it's not like, well, it is the Dominican Emz Show. It's a little bit about me,
yes.
but do you know what I mean? But I kind of kept going with things that were my passions, where other people would have stopped because I knew what I wanted and where I'm going to go. And I think when you're talking, I think you kind of downplay some of the things you do. So
I get told that a lot.
Yeah, because it's kind of weird, babes. Like you're saying like, I worked 12 hours and then I did this and then I did that and I did this. Other people would have looked at that and be like, do you know what? That's just too much. I'm so tired. Oh my God, I'm so stressed. But you're like, do you know what? I know what I'm trying to do. I'm going to keep going. I'm still waiting to get the fight that I know is of my caliber during the 2 years. Other people would have stopped.
Long time ago.
But then that's where you separate the wheat from the chaff, or whatever the English people phrase is. It's like... Yeah.
That's how I got to where I was.
There you go. And I think people need to understand that. So there's like things that you can have a natural ability, but there's ambition and drive that will take you through too.
Yeah.
And putting in the graft. Like sometimes you've got to put in the graft.
It's one of the oath. It's the oath in Taekwondo. One of the words of perseverance. That's what I stuck by.
What is it?
Never give up.
Really?
So I stuck by that, one of the oaths, yeah.
Just resonated with you.
Yeah, keep going. So that's what kept me going.
Who are your inspirations in your life?
Everyone asks this question.
I don't care.
I don't know.
So would it be your family? Would it be people that... Because I could ask you about people that have like, you know, inspired you musically as well. But would there be like people that have been pivotal in your life? Everyone asks this question. I'll fight you.
No.
I'll fight
I don't know. Before I would have said, yeah, it's my family and that, do you know what I mean? But then it got to the point where I'm fighting for my family so much, yeah, that I'm the one that's getting in there, not them. If you know what I'm trying to say, it's not heartless, but before, if you see my interview, I'll be like, I'm fighting for my family, do it for my family.
Yeah, I've heard.
But then that puts pressure on your mind because like you're going to a fight now, yeah, for your family. So now you start thinking, shit, if that fight don't work out, I'll let my family down. But you should be going to the fight for yourself. Okay. This is why I don't like the whole inspiration kind of thing. You know what I'm trying to say?
Correct me. I'm actually not going to be offended.
Yeah. I don't like it, man. I'll say no. Yeah, I'll just say I ain't got none. I used to be my family, but then I don't want to say. I'm not trying to say they're affecting me, but it's just like
I actually understand what you're trying to say. To me.
I can't get the words right. Yeah,
it's too simplistic a question because it's bigger than that.
Yeah, it's bigger than that. Yeah, so it's like I'm going to a fight for me, not for them.
And the connotations of do it.
Yeah. But you know what? If something don't go right, or something goes well, it's on me. Whereas if I'm doing it for my friends, my family and that, if it don't go right, I'll let them down. What do you mean you let them down? Do you know what I mean? They're not in there. You do it for you. So the inspiration question, no one really.
Okay, I actually like that answer. Yeah. You know, I actually like people challenging me.
Okay.
So I'm learning, I'm doing this, but at the same time, I will ask you because my thing is, you never know who's watching you. And you never know who's looking at your story and saying, do you know what, I want to do what he does, but how do I get into it?
Or I don't want to do what he does. Or what's he doing?
Yeah.
You get that as well.
Exactly. But more so it'll be people who will resonate, because you're a character as well, people will resonate with what you're doing. So when you talk in a real way, I think people appreciate it, because a lot of people are quite, what's the word? They're quite comfortable talking in front of the camera, in terms of not like you and I where we're comfortable talking in front of the camera, but more so in terms of they know the right things to say at the right time. Because I actually don't like any of that. I actually prefer realness. I like people being themselves.
I used to be that though. So coming up in the game is
the media trained.
Yeah, don't say this, don't say that, do this, do
I like
that.
Character.
And I find like I don't want to fully blame it. That's got me to where I am today, innit? But it's definitely part of it. I wasn't being myself. When you go here, say this, say that, don't say this, don't say that. You're a role model. You can't put these. If you see my story now, my story is wild. I mean, someone told me as well. My fan said to me, you know what? I was having a bad day. My nan's funeral today, but when I see your story, it actually made me feel a lot better. Wow. That's what I like to see. Do you know what I mean? But I was getting told before, you got a blue tick, don't do this, don't put this up. And I just thought, you know what? Yeah, man. Yeah. And maybe that's part of why it's affecting my career, trying to be that kind of person. I want being myself.
it's kind of like grey as well, because some of the people giving you that advice aren't being like malicious. They're actually being well intentioned.
Of course, yeah, I get that.
And it's
but
just
it's
like,
not me.
but it's not right, isn't it?
Like I was saying to you earlier before about these guys I was saying to you earlier before about these guys that are trash talking. Not say I couldn't do it. I was told really at the time, don't do it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I was trying like
you're a character.
indirectly.
You're like yourself.
Yeah, indirectly I was told not to do it. So I thought, you know what? Let me just keep humble. 'Cause I'm humble anyway, and just go and fight and let my fighting do the talking, which is cool.
Yeah.
Now the game's evolved. You got to do more talking now. Do you know what I mean? To get to where you was. And I'm the kind of person where like I can't find a middle ground. This is why I don't like doing talking, like, because I'll just tell you straight, like I'm either 0 or 100. I can't do like I'll say certain thing to someone and then keep it nice and no. Loads of times you see fighters are like they say this and that to each other and they're shaking hands after. I can't do that.
Yeah,
this is why I don't
fake,
do it.
isn't
Yes,
it?
that's fake, man.
I come from Wolfham, so you can't do that.
Yeah, but you're talking about my mum and all that. And that when I wanna,
What?
I'm just saying people do that in fighting, and then you want to go and shake hands after. I can't do
I'm
that.
gonna box you in your face.
Yeah, I can't do that.
One or the other.
Just if you're gonna say stuff like that, yeah, let's keep it like that. I beat you, happy days you beat me, but let's keep it like that. Do you know what I mean? I can't. This is why I don't choose. People think, oh, I don't want to do it. Oh, but in school, yeah, you have to be good at 2 things, innit? Yeah, fighting and cussing people. So I can do both of them. I just choose not to, because I was told along the years that carry yourself like this, do that. But now, like you said, I've sat back now, even here just talking to you. I look at the bigger picture now. I'm like, okay, now I know what I need to do. You want the real Darren. Not that I wasn't being real before, but like I said, I just do 0 to 100.
It's what separates you from other people.
Yeah.
And I think, okay, I'm not going to say what I think. Do you think, a question to you, that your social media presence has helped with that as well in terms of showing people who your character is, or do you think no? And be honest.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, it has. Definitely has.
Yeah. Because I think, from my perception, people see different sides of you. They see UFC, they see MMA, they see your family, they see the training, they see everything.
My cousin says as well, you got too many masks. I can't do it. I've got 1 mask. Like I got too many. You always says to me like.
What does he mean though? Does he mean like you're multifaceted? Like you've got different sides to you?
I'll come here and I'll be a certain way with you. I'll go to a gym. I'll be a certain way over there. Then I come home, certain way with my mum. Then I come home, certain way with my kids. Then I go to the gym, certain banter I won't say at home. Do you know what I mean? Like you said, you got too many faces.
Is your cousin called Jermaine?
Yeah.
Jermaine, I'm actually going to challenge that. So Jermaine, I'm going to say that everybody has that element of their character. You might just be more pronounced because you know D, because you two are really, really close. I'm not saying that you're wrong before you just think I'm rude and angry, but at the same time, I think you're wrong, because I think everybody has that. Like I know that the way I am in a corporate office with certain people versus how I am when I'm at a fair and in a party with my friends versus how I am with a crush or whatever. They're all going to be different. Like,
yeah.
You're going to have different.
It's not wrong what he's saying.
Most people like me, but somebody's going to say Emma's
I won't say it's wrong what he's saying. Yeah, it's just maybe how you word it. Maybe mask is using the wrong thing. So mask is interpreting that it's trying to say that I'm gonna go here today and put that mask on and be that kind of person. He's not trying to say that. He's just saying my life is just I do everything. You know what I mean? I can't do what you do.
People.
I don't know. I can't speak for no one else. I'm fully active. Is it? I don't know.
I think we just have different sides to us, and those no 2 people will say the same thing about you.
Yeah, that's normal. Yeah.
Because you're just gonna have different sides of your character, and
2
also,
sides of the coin. Yeah.
And then we're just naturally more comfortable around certain people as well. So you might be more freer, or if your energy don't mix, it's just not gonna happen. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I know I asked you some bait questions, but at the same time, amongst the bait questions, don't know, what are you laughing for?
No, go on, Karen. No one laughing. Nope, straight
face.
That's
actually a bit quick.
Go.
So Darren is quite ignorant.
Never.
No, I'm joking.
Never.
So amongst the bait questions, I just wanted to get to know a little bit more about you. Because even just...
It's on Wikipedia about me. I'm joking.
But Wikipedia is so limited, though.
Of course,
and I don't think it gives you any character. It says debate things about X wins, X losses, X matches, X contests. You were here. But I'm asking you about you, because I want to know about you. Because I think that what separates you is the character and your ambition, your drive, and the fact that you're different from other people. And I think that's what I wanted to take what I take away when I spoke to you after 1 minute, and that's what I want my viewers today as well, to get from you, that you're different in a good way. And it's like, I'm quite big on representation of like black people, and part of that is that we can do anything and everything we want to, but don't stereotype us and don't limit us either. That's a big thing for me.
Yeah, it's a big thing. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, like you can be proud, but don't put me in a little box at the same time.
Yeah.
And so, okay, with that being said, anything else that you want to add about what you've got coming up?
Nope, just working hard.
Yeah.
Working hard, getting skinny.
I need to follow.
Yeah. And that's it really. just surviving Corona.
Yeah,
basically, do you know what I mean?
jarring.
Yeah.
But like you said, you kept fighting during most of like the pandemic. You've taken like a bit of a step back now in terms of like, because you are training, but you're taking a step back, but you're just doing things differently for you than what you normally would have done.
Yeah, like if I don't feel like I'm gonna go today, I don't go. Well, I'll just go. I used to just go. And that's how you get injured and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? And again, I believe that's also contributed to who I am today in my career. But it's okay. You learn from it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So where can people find you on the socials as well?
So Instagram and Twitter is the same. Darren_MMA.
Yeah.
Darren_MMA.
Okay, cool. Have you got a website as well?
Modeling website.
Ooh.
Yeah. So if you go on my Instagram, it's in the bio.
Okay, cool. And I'll put the links to all Darryl's socials in the YouTube post as well when that goes up. So you'll find all of those there. And we have only got 12 minutes left.
Oh.
I know. It's actually been amazing talking to you today and meeting you properly.
Thank you.
Thank you for humouring my questions, the good ones and the ones that were kind of bait. And you laughed a little bit too hard there again.
Did that?
Yeah, I'm going to actually fight you.
Straight. You don't want this smoke.
I'll fight you. So before we go as well, can we just touch on some news?
Go on then. I don't watch the news, but yeah.
Well, I'll tell you. And
Go on then.
You can just
What's happening in the world today?
Okay, cool. So Boris Johnson apologised after attending Downing Street Garden Party.
That. Yeah.
Easer. You can't swear, but Easer.
Yeah, he's that. Yeah,
Moped. Yeah, we're not feeling that. And then you've got Jimmy Savile 2.0, Prince Andrew allegedly loses. Loses allegedly, but
allegedly, yeah, exactly.
But you allegedly done it, bruv. Come on.
Yeah.
Loses your military titles and your patronages, and will no longer be called HRH. And that was following the allegations that have been made in relation to Epstein and so on. And
tell me something I don't know.
Okay, in international news, there was a fire in New York which claimed the lives of 17 people. It's really, really sad. They were like echoes of Grenfell, if I'm honest with you.
Okay.
So sad.
Yeah.
And for anybody that's from London, Grenfell was devastating for all of us, wasn't it?
Do you see that thing they put in up though? That they spent 80k on the clock.
Oh yeah, that really irritated me.
Big Ben, yeah.
That irritated me because it looked the same.
Yeah.
They just washed it a little bit. But people haven't eaten. Kids haven't had a full meal, but you've washed the clock. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
right.
It's sad, man. It's sad.
Yeah. And then Nelly denies claims that he lost 300k and rewarded the woman who found it with £100 or dollars, I should say. Did you hear about that one?
What?
So I'm going to really whiz through, but essentially there was a bag that was found allegedly and it had 300k in it. I just read this and I was like, you just made that up and put that on the internet. But basically she said that she gave back the bag to Nelly, who was the owner of the bag, had 300k in there, and he rewarded her with $100. So, and then when you see the post on social media, her friends are laughing at her and saying you should have taken some for yourself. But I don't know if I actually believe that all happened. And he was actually in the press.
Some, or would you take the whole lot?
I wouldn't take it. I believe in karma as well.
Okay.
Call me naive.
Off air, she'll be like, yeah, I would have took that. Would have took that one time.
Hamburger. And in Caribbean news, we had Popcorn.
What's happening with him?
Say it better than I do, though. Can I give
Popcorn.
Popcorn. He took to social media this week to talk about his treatment in the UK immigration, and he was just basically saying that he would like to know why authorities in Jamaica sent information to UK immigration saying that he is a gang leader and that he has gotten charged with a firearm. he's part of the unruly, he's the leader, isn't it? They've never had any charges that we're aware of. They're business people, they're promoters, but it kind of goes to that old adage of, you know, sometimes it's your own people that would really bring you down. It's really sad.
Definitely.
Really, really sad. And then in other international news, and this is really sad as well, there was Olympic sprinter Dion Leondor, who's a Trinidadian, was killed in a head-on car crash this week in Texas. Ooh. So rest in peace to Dion. He was an amazing star. He was a 3-time Olympic sprinter. Wow. And at just 29 years old, I won't go into too much graphic detail, but he was driving home from practice in Texas, and his car drifted, and he was with another passenger, and obviously there was a fatality. So
both of them gone?
No, just Dion. But the other person survived. So there was a lot of comments on social media, because 29 years old as well. You've got a lot to live in life. It's not, I'm 40, you're 20, you're 31, sorry.
There's kids dying at 13 and 14 stabbing each other, so.
Yeah. What do we say about that though? Because that breaks my heart to see as well.
Nothing you can do about it.
Do you think?
No, if you really want to get stuff done, I'm brutal though.
No, I want you to be brutal. Say
brutal
it.
Though,
say it,
you should get hung or executed if you can stab someone. No, but if you put that into place, it'll calm down. No one will think about it. Now everyone will be like, yeah, but you can't say that. There's rights and all that stuff. Okay, cool. We'll let people keep dying then. Do you know what I mean? You got to be brutal.
Something needs to change.
If you get caught with a knife or something,
it's really sad.
Certain amount of time, at least. All this, you go in jail, you do half, and all this business here. It's just not taking it seriously.
And then their lives ruined, the perpetrators and the person that's gone, and then the people that are left behind, their lives are ruined. It just breaks my heart. I don't know what I want. How I can make that better, but I want to make that better, and if I can, even if it's just a touch, I want to. But I'm I don't really understand the whole dynamic, because some of the people that are going through those things, as in the perpetrators, they actually have quite comfortable backgrounds as well. It's not
exactly.
I don't really understand.
But they get home and they're just the good person, but out in the street they're different.
Well, they have
fighting for postcodes, black on black crime. It's just
awful.
It's annoying.
We're better than that.
We're
better than that.
Yeah, but I don't think it'll ever change.
I think it can do, but I think you're not going to carry on as you are. Maybe 2091, I don't know.
Maybe,
But at the present rate, with what's happening now, it's not going to change, because they don't want it to change, and the system is doing what the system is meant to be doing.
You're meant locking everyone down, make the kids want to go out more, cover them up.
It's doing masks. It's not actually not working. It's actually working, doing what it needs to do. Is that uncomfortable truth?
Yeah.
So that was our international news, and just in terms of, we've got 6 minutes left as well, guys. I'll fight you know. Tell them why you're saying that. You haven't eaten, and what have you been doing today as well? Give them
I haven't eaten, guys, and I've been training from 9 this morning.
And you haven't just been training. Tell them all the things you've been doing as well.
Today?
Yeah, because you said you reeled off all these things to me, like an ice bath, sauna, training.
Okay.
I did this.
So I did a warm up, did some box jumps, did some weights. Then I went on a spin bike. Did some cardio on the spin bike for half an hour, maybe an hour. Then I laid on the floor, stretching, videoed her, so I'm coming, got to do a sauna first, and an ice bath. So then I done a sauna, and then the time was ticking. I was like, should I just do a quick 2-minute ice bath? If I don't do it now, D-man in there will try and say, oh, you're scared to do an ice bath. So I thought, okay, cool. Quickly dip in there. How
regularly do you do an ice bath though?
I just do it every week.
Really?
Yeah, every week, yeah.
What's the benefit of it?
Helps you sleep, gets rid of inflammation.
Really?
So when you're doing an ice bath, if your hands, let's say your hand's inflamed, if your hand's really hurting, or your arm's really hurting, or your legs really hurting, that's where the inflammation is. So it actually tells you where you're really sore. Do you know what I mean?
I'm a bit scared of it. The only time I've ever done it was when I did Tough Mudder, and I was training for that. And then they put me in, and I thought my life was gonna go.
No matter how many times you do it, it'll always be hard. And I'm the person who don't do cold. So it took them ages for me to get in there, but you know what, I need the benefits from it, so I did it. And it still kills now, but everyone's like, oh, Dow, how can you do that? Listen, this is me who don't like cold water, but I did it. I'm telling you, once you do it, the benefits are crazy.
The benefits are physical and mental, though, is what I always hear, though.
Yeah, it is. Control the breathing, meditate and stuff like that. So
that's what I've heard, and a lot of people advise to do it. It's just that I'm scared of it, because I just don't want to be cold. And if we just talk about some black business while we've just got 3 minutes left, we have Padisa, which will be happening in March or April. We'll keep you updated on the upcoming date. And then we'll also let you know of Niel Hair and Beauty, which is a black-owned one-stop destination for all things black hair, beauty and otherwise, curating some of your favourite brands and giving you an alternative experience from what you have perceived as normal. Again, they cater in to us, but they're nobody's stereotype. They literally will give you all the products, and there will be like different types of hair textures, because you know, to be black is so diverse, right? People have different looks, people have different ethnic backgrounds as well, so it's an amazing site. And if you go to naelle.com, that's Niel, naelle.com, then you will find Niel Studio, and they're also socially and environmentally conscious as well for those people that really care about that kind of stuff. But yeah, they're amazing. We have 2 minutes left, guys. I'm going to play a track.
For 2 minutes. What rhythm are you playing?
I'm going to play the Calypso Nice by The Father. He was here my second show. And yeah, I just really love this tune. This tune came out last week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brand new. All right.
Yeah. Darren, thank you for being my guest. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Get up and say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Boy, oh na the father. The rhythm and bass, you know. The rhythm and vibes, you know. Boy, make your belt their waist, you know. Calypso nice. I feel it running through my vein. A cure that make me feel no pain. All my life I just can't refuse it. When the rhythm hit me, I lose it. You're sure to hear it in paradise. Calypso nice. The rhythm and bass, you know. The rhythm and vibes, you know. Boy, make your belt their waist, you know. Girl and them belt their waist so loud, oh. The rhythm and bass, you know. The rhythm and vibes, you know. Boy, make your belt their waist, you know. Calypso nice. And we go rock, we go rock, we go rock to the music. Calypso nice. Take a wine, take a wine, take a wine to the music. Calypso nice. And you can't fight the feeling. It's we who conceive it. And the whole world need it. It's a calypso healing that make you wanna rock, rock, rock with a girl and rock, rock, rock to the rhythm and rock, rock, rock. Calypso, that's calypso. Full of vibes and rock, rock, rock to the rhythm and rock, rock, rock with a girl and rock, rock, rock. Calypso, that's calypso. I feel it running through my veins.
You're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio. iLive
When the rhythm hit me, I lose it. You're sure to hear it in paradise. Calypso nice.
Listen to radio.
The rhythm and bass.
Hey, this is music producer Reggie Myers, and you're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way that you listen to radio.